I was in orientation in this auditorium, and there was only about maybe 10 of us, just starting at the school, and this auditorium seemed much bigger. Now it's, I don't know, perception, it just looks so much different. And a couple of semesters ago, I was able to see a pinning ceremony from some nurses that I used to work with, and at that time, the room was much different. But I see there's a lot of empty seats, so I could have invited a lot more people. But honestly, one of the main things that I want to say is this nursing program, they say it's like a 2-year thing. You do a couple semesters, but you add on the prerequisite classes that you have, and it ends up being almost 3 years. That's a long time to devote to something that you have to be dedicated to. You can't falter with that. So I say that to say that there's people that I was not able to spend as much time with that have passed away since I've been in the program. And I know I'm not the only one who's lost some loved ones that were near to our hearts while we continued this education. The beautiful thing about this is that, no one's going to be upset with us. If they were here, they'd be very proud for what we're doing. This is a noble career to be a part of. 3 years is a very long time to spend for anything, especially in the world we live today with natural disasters and other things like that. We had Hurricane Irma and we had Hurricane Michael. Unfortunately, during Irma, we just missed school for about a week, but we didn't have any serious damage. Other places, I could only imagine that they affected schools where nursing students like us were attending. There was, between the two hurricanes, I think about $150 billion worth of damages. Almost 150 people died. So it's just an amazing thing that we're able to be here today. And I mean, it's truly a rare opportunity. And the upshot of that is, if there's a natural disaster in the future, we graduate, we pass our NCLEX, we get our license, we can take certification and training to possibly be of benefit if a natural disaster hits somewhere. We'll be able to be of more benefit than we were previously. So I want to say some thank yous to all the professors who've put up with us, for the past couple of years. I know it's not been easy. I hope it wasn't too stressful dealing with me personally. So also want to say some thank yous to the benefactors, people who've made scholarships possible, like Dr. Klein, and also people might be surprised, but I'd like to thank our government because we have the Pell Grant, that's paid for a lot of my schooling and other of my classmates. The Department of Labor has made grants possible that have paid for most of my tuition. One of the beautiful things about nursing is that it's not about us. It's not a self-obsessed career path. And this is a very individualistic society where people often focus on their own personal ambitions and goals, but nursing is about others. That's the whole point of nursing, is to provide care for others. And so what a beautiful thing this is. The celebration really lies with the family and friends that have supported us all of this way. I know that I couldn't have done it without my family and friends that have been there for me, financially, emotionally, and I've been witness to my classmates, their family and friends, being there to support them. This is not an easy time economically to try and just do something like this on your own. So we need all the support that we can get. I know it's been very frustrating dealing with us having to deal with the program, and There's been a lot of sacrifices on our parts, on our families' parts. So I just want to say thank you for always being there and supporting us. And soon, one day, maybe we'll be able to get that paycheck that Dr. Klein was talking about. We'll spend 12 hours in a hospital and actually get paid for that. That's an amazing thing. There's one thing I want to touch on, and it kind of ties in with money and everything. A lot of people are very focused on that sort of stuff. Is burnout. This is not a topic that is discussed very often, and it's something that I feel, I've been an LPN for the past couple of years, and I've never seen a topic like that addressed in a continuing education credit or anything, but it's something we have to be cognizant of, for our own personal well-being, that we have to know our limits with what we're doing, to not overwork ourselves. We want to be able to be there for our patients, and not just for a paycheck or anything like that. The last thing, some people were disturbed that I didn't write a speech out. A few people before the ceremony were actually expressing their disturbance with that. So they were actually kind of getting me a little bit nervous that I didn't write something. But I did. I finished writing today a poem for my class, and I would like to share that with you before I close. And it's called Farewell to My Fellow Classmates. Get some water here. The end of this program is the beginning of our career. Nursing is a perpetual exam of which can bring much fear. Proper motivation is needed to withstand and keep one's objectives crystal clear. The nursing pledge is the oath we have sworn to care for the sick in all their myriad of forms. An honor it is to lend a heart and hand as if a protective cradle to help others at their weakest points when they are no more able. This is the essence of this path, the genuine fundamental. Often said it's a thankless job by those who cannot comprehend. Nursing invokes a power far beyond such sappy sentimental. By caring for others ahead of ourselves, it is our hearts we mend. Steer away from the endless concern with money, property, prestige. Preoccupation with such fleeting things will bring only misery. A prudent nurse is satisfied, well adorned with a calm humility. Selfish aims are analyzed, then through practice the nurse lays siege. So continue striving onward to be the best that you can be. Our actions shape our futures. It's this that you shall see. It is no lie that nursing is a great responsibility. Take solace, though, in the truth, and compassion will ultimately set you free. Thank you.